Hey, welcome back to my channel. Riddle here, and this is kind of a repeat of my making organic garlic powder, but this is making organic onion powder. Onion powder is great on everything. You can roll anything in it. You can roll potato chips in it. You can put it on popcorn. Of course, it's delicious in soups and anything like that to enhance the flavor of a sauce. And your options for, what size granules you want is completely up to you. So all you do is you buy organic onions, which you can find pretty affordably, either at Costco or I really love this place called Food for Less. There's also its sister company called Grocery Outlet, and you can get like 5 onions for a couple bucks, which is great. Then you're just going to take the skin off, just the outside layer. Then you're going to slice it into thin pieces. And the reason you want consistency with how thin you slice the pieces is that you want it to all dry around the same time. And if you have thick pieces and thin pieces, it's going to be more difficult to get consistent drying. Then you're going to break your pieces up like I did here. Try to give them a little room around each other. You get the point. Break these up a little bit because then the air can get in between, especially these center parts. You really need to open those up because they're going to take the longest to dry. And then you're going to pop the lid on. I have a Nesco. It was the most affordable one I could find, and I'm going to crank it up to the highest setting. And depending on how warm it is and how moisture filled and how thick your vegetables or herb or meat, whatever you're dehydrating is, the times really vary. You just kind of have to keep an eye on it. Then once this is completely dehydrated, which you can only tell from touch, depending what you're going to use it for. Of course, if you're going to do a true powder, it has to be extremely dry, like completely dry. If you're going to do more granules or something in chunks, you could have it less dry, not bone dry. So once it is completely dry in a couple hours, I will grind it in my grinder. This grinder was highly recommended on the Asian Indian websites. Asian Indian cuisine, they grind a ton of nuts and herbs and powders to use in their food and their Ayurvedic lifestyles, using food as medicine to keep the body strong, turmeric and ginger, different herbs like this, which I also follow this practice, but not limiting myself to Asian herbs. The reason this Secura brand grinder is so good is it goes really quickly with grinders. I found out from reading the different blogs of the Indian cooks was it goes from a $25 blender to a $400 grinder really quickly. So this is about the strongest and most effective coffee grinder or herb grinder you can get in the $30 or below range. And it has a metal cup, and the reason the metal cup's really good is because the regular coffee grinders are all made from plastic now, and the plastic pieces break off and then go into your food or whatever you're making, and it's no good. So if you're going to get a grinder, make sure that it has a really secure, metal inside, even if it is for coffee, because that's no good eating those chunks of plastic. This also came with a couple different attachments, different grinding tips that could go in this metal cup. And just grind that stuff up and then pour it right out into a bag or a bottle. And if you want to keep it from regaining moisture and getting stale, you can add a small silica pack. You can get silica packs, just save them for when you buy a bottle of vitamins, or maybe a friend or relative is taking medication, and a little silica pack will come inside of that medication. Pop one of those little things into your bag or bottle, and it will help to keep the herbs or your vegetable powders fresher a lot longer. And that's it. Pretty basic. I'm not going to go through the whole thing of showing you how to grind it, and I just think that's kind of redundant. So thank you for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe. It helps. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Bye.